or just buying a house and paying it off at a fairly accelerated rate compared to what they would otherwise. So now, by the current system, if we keep this trend going, $12,000 per year per student. So basically, a student who goes through 12 years of education at this rate is going to be worth $144,000. About $150,000 would be invested in each student to go through 12 years of education. That doesn't really qualify them to do much in the workforce, to be quite honest. We have a program right now providing credits to schools that send their students to technical schools, but it only provides $1,000 credit per student that is certified. So that's just an extra $1,000 on top of $12,000 that's already being spent. So basically, it's a 10% increase, which, hey, might be formidable, but I don't know how it's going to offset the cost to send them to those technical courses. So I would say that since we're already paying them an exorbitant amount, I say that we should just require them to send them to these technical courses and make sure that they actually learn something that will allow them to contribute to the economy when they get out. So these students have about $150,000 invested in them, and that's not even qualifying them to do any particular job or trade. Then they have to go to college, where another $20,000, $40,000, or maybe even $80,000 will be invested in them, and this they actually have to pay off, as opposed to the $150,000 gift that's given to them by the taxpayers when they go through, public schools at the grade and high school level. So I know folks don't want to talk about this. They don't want to think about it. I mean, that's why the article obviously states people's opinions change when they actually hear about the figures and the facts. Well, my campaign is kind of an effort to bring those facts and figures to the limelight, let people know what's actually going on with their money, and help them make an informed decision and give them the freedom to make that decision. So, as I said before, I want to allow people to opt out of the public education system, and I don't think that it's very fair for us to tax basically across the board the whole society just to educate children going through the school system right now. Their parents should be responsible for that, and if their parents were responsible for that, you can bet they would be more shrewd and more discerning about how they spend their money. So, once again, when you take the decision-making power away from the people and when you move the decision process away from the people, just increases the risk for inefficiency and for their money to be spent in a very non-democratic fashion, in a very non-participatory fashion. So I think we need to seriously reevaluate our means and methods on public education. Well, hopefully I shattered a few misconceptions, and hopefully I didn't enrage too many avid supporters of the public education system. Well, I'll have more updates for you later in the week. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening, and of course, don't forget to vote for me on August 7th, or before, if you can manage. You can vote early if you go speak with your county clerks. So, take care, guys. God bless.